Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Ross Benjamin, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at the NFL preseason game between the Redskins and the Buccaneers. But first off, how you doing this fine morning, Ross?
I'm doing very well. It's always good to talk to a native Costa Rican via Mississippi.
Awesome, same here. All right, my man, let's get into it. Now, Ross, there's been a lot of speculation out there about the performance that RG3 has displayed, and also the rumors that have been popping up that Kirk Cousins could in fact be the starter for the Redskins come week 1 of the regular season. Though it is important to mention that Jay Gruden already came out saying that there is no doubt in his mind that the team starter will be RG3. So in your thoughts, Ross, what do you think in this case? I mean, what do you think is going to affect in the game on that?
Well, I don't think it's going to affect this particular game. I just wonder if the locker room has been a bit divided because of this. I mean, just as Jay Gruden's first stint as an NFL head coach, and the decision process at the most visible position couldn't have been any tougher.
Yeah.
Robert Griffin III, as you alluded to, he was the incumbent. And you know what? He's been outplayed thoroughly through training camp in the first 3 preseason games by Kirk Cousins. But just because of the high draft choice and the money they have invested in this guy, I think he was given the benefit of the doubt. So we'll see how that plays out once the season starts. But going into this preseason game, there's not going to be much of a drop-off, if any, obviously, with Kirk Cousins at quarterback.
Right. Now, yesterday off cameras, we were speaking a little bit about how both of us love Lovie Smith, and no pun intended, of course. But, you know, he's returning as a head coach, especially with a team like the Bucs. Now, he's had recent success in the defensive department, and I can only see that D getting stronger with Smith. Now, wouldn't you agree about that?
I definitely would agree. I mean, I think Tampa Bay wasn't far off on the defensive side of the ball last season. You add Lovie Smith into the mix, and I think they're going to be a top 5 defense in the NFC at least, if not the NFL. You talk about Lovie Smith, and yes, we did talk off air yesterday. He had a 1-year sabbatical from coaching after being fired by the Chicago Bears following the 2012 season. You know, this guy, you look at his last 2 years with Chicago, Dax, 9-7 in 2011 and 10-6 in 2012. A lot of franchises would be elated with those types of records, but Lovie Smith, with the high expectations in the Chicago organization, was let go. In 9 seasons as the coach of the Bears, his teams went 19-18 straight up, 17-18-2 ATS during the preseason. This preseason, his Buccaneers have gone 1-2 straight up in ATS, and all 3 of those games have gone under the total, and he's gone 6-12-2 ATS as a preseason favorite between the Bears and the Bucs.
Now, a little bit weary or worried about this team, especially since, you know, I'm a Saints fan and we might have to play them. But anyways, in this case, we all know how meaningless these preseason games are. So in this case, I like the Bucs, but who are you going to pick in this one?
Well, who am I going to pick in this one? Let me tell you a story here, Dax, real quickly. Here's how I handicapped this game. I went to my dartboard first, threw about 4 darts, none of them stuck. So then I went to the proverbial coin flip, and that's how I came up with my decision. There's not a lot to go on, as you can imagine, with all kidding aside. Yeah. The Tampa defense will be very good, like we just talked about, but their depth on that side of the ball has a little bit of question marks, and that's going to come into play in this game because Lovie Smith is going to rest his starters.
Yeah.
The Redskins seem to be very deep offensively, especially at the skilled positions, and there's very little drop-off, as I said before, when you go from Kirk Cousins to Robert Griffin III. I'm going to have the smallest of leans here on the road underdog, the Washington Redskins, who won the coin flip with me, +3 over the Tampa Bay Bucs.
All right, man, good stuff. And if you do win that one, you got to pass me that coin to see if I can start making some picks myself. All right, once again, thank you very much, Ross. I'm sorry,
please don't try this at home, folks.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt. All right, Ross, thank you once again, my man. I can't wait to talk to you again tomorrow.
I look forward to it, Dax. You have a great day.
You too, and everyone as well. And for SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.